Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Grubb. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm very excited to return to Fountain Valley School as the Director of Counseling for the upcoming school year. Here to talk to you today about changes to the vision for the counseling department and also the incorporated major changes that come along with that new vision. So to start with, first major change to the vision is that we are going to really empower students to take ownership of their own mental health. Secondly, we're going to assist with social, emotional, and psychological growth, and also work to help them sustain behavior that promotes academic stability and the ability to thrive. This will allow us to move away from a crisis intervention model to a more proactive management of their mental health challenges. So like I mentioned, those incorporated changes, major changes. The first, I'm very excited to let you know that I will be joined by 2 additional staff members, Lee Zajac, they, them pronouns, and Lee is a licensed professional counseling candidate. I'm also excited to share with you that Kara Woundy will join me, she, her pronouns, and Kara is a school psychologist who will focus mostly on psychoeducational groups. Second major change is that we will move to a more appointment-based set number of hours and schedule, meaning there will be no on-call counseling. But again, in terms of empowering students to lean into their own care and dedication to their own mental health care, I think will be a really welcome change. Thirdly, we are going to change our focal area to wellness and growth rather than that crisis intervention. Hopefully, this will help model a more realistic access to mental health services and also allow us to partner with community providers to be able to provide additional services as well. Final major change is that we're going to ask that you use a referral form to put your student concerns into a centralized location that will help the 3 of us better manage those inquiries in a timely manner. On a more personal note, for those of you who know me, it's been a really important back-to-back 2 summers for our family. The first is we finally were able to take our trip to Spain and walk the Camino de Santiago last July and into August. And while there, we had the good fortune of watching the European Championships from Europe, Spain specifically. And at that point, I said to Brittany, I call Spain to win the Women's World Cup next summer. And so moving into this summer, that did in fact come true. But more importantly, I just really enjoyed the tournament as a whole. Many of you have asked me already what I think about the results and the outcomes. And what I loved about it most is that every game was a good one. Nobody came into the tournament knowing that they were going to win. And we saw teams score some of their first goals in Women's World Cup. And so I've had a phenomenal back-to-back July and August watching soccer in Europe and then enjoying the World Cup from home. And just as a final thought, I'm really sorry that I couldn't be with you in person today, but I'm looking forward to see you in person when I return to campus after our Colorado Counseling Association annual conference. And I look forward to getting to know those of you who I haven't met yet and seeing those of you that I knew a few years ago.